Allocco. I'm the director of Spread Eagle video, Sound of Speed. And it was a really fun, exciting experience. Rob and I have been friends, and Ray for, for almost 30 years. I don't know if he'd be happy for me telling people how old he is, but we know each other a long time. We were both label mates. We were both on MCA. I had a band called Law & Order. When Spread Eagle was signed, we were signed by the same A&R person, Bruce Dickinson. Actually, the Bruce Dickinson who Saturday Night Live has the whole scene with Christopher Walken asking for more cowbell. That was our A&R guy, great guy, and believed in our bands. And so when Rob called me to, he had known my career change, and I've been directing now for 15 years, and asked me to do this video. Of course, I had to say yes, whether I liked it or not. But yeah, no. And Rob told me about the concept, had a really fun idea he wanted to do. Since the song was about speed, he wanted to have the band in go-karts, which I really liked that idea. And I thought right away it would be a lot of fun to kind of mount cameras on the cars. And just, I just like the idea of how that would come together. But, videos these days don't have the budgets to match the imagination of the bands and the filmmakers. So it was really challenging, and obviously that's a part makes me go, oh man, what are we getting into? The challenge for us is, with budgets shrinking, especially for in the music industry, and for us to try to have try to do what the band and what me as director, what we'd like to do for the budgets we had. That was challenging, and it seemed like we're not going to be able to do that. I tell Rob, we have to get a track, a go-kart track that's going to let us, and we need control the whole time. And Rob was like so tenacious. Rob was like. He was like one of the producers on the video, because he went out, he contacted I can't even know how many, and then he's like, we got a track, and we actually had a couple, and the one we had was perfect because it had a cool vibe. It was a little run down, but it had the right kind of vibe to it. And I think for the video, at least for myself, I don't like videos where bands try to be funny. That I always feel like they come out corny, or I don't know. I just hate that. So trying to find the right tone where obviously there's humor involved, but at the same time, it's not too self-conscious. I think was a fun kind of balance to kind of play with, and keep it where it's kind of interesting, and we keep it changing and moving. So that was fun. The other really fun thing for me was, my DP, director of photography, Peter Mariuzza, who's I work with all the time. He did my feature film, The Truth About Lies, and we do a lot of work together over the years. And the fact that he was up for doing it, I think without him wanting to do it and really, being all in, would have been very challenging. And then we were lucky because Randy Slavin, who's, a drone expert, and he's an amazing director in his own right, he saw that we were doing this and was like, oh, I'm going to come down and bring my crazy giant drone setup, and I'll shoot the drone shot. So then all of a sudden, there's a lot of people coming in and wanting to do it and wanting to have fun. And I hope that comes across in the video, that it was a lot of fun. And all of us had a good time putting it together. So I think we were really fortunate that those guys came in and brought their talent and their toys so we could make this crazy video. I think I came to it, I think, understanding what's important to the band too. I think, I remember, having a concept and getting together with the director when I was on the other side in a band, and you have this kind of idea of what you want it to be, and but at the same time you still are in a band and you still have to perform and you still have a song. It's not, a lot of times I know as a director I just want to get carried away and just not really care so much about what anyone thinks, just care about, oh, this is the idea and I'm going to just push this all the way. But I like the fact that, or I guess because being in a band, you're aware that all these parts are important. It's not like, getting carried away with the concept and not concerned about how the band is portrayed in it, which I think that's why I didn't want the band to look stupid, You want to have a tongue-in-cheek. You want to know that the band doesn't take themselves too serious. But, that's why I don't like videos where the bands try to be comedians, Because comedy is very difficult and no one should try it. Don't try that at home, I don't know. I just feel like you have to have an ending that kind of fits the theme of the piece, and the fact that these guys are taking over what is a kid's go-kart thing. You gotta feel like there has to be a kid there, and also you just feel like the other part, you feel like you want a kid saying to the band, and obviously doing it better and passing. I just thought it was a fun way to again play with the concept and kind of bring it home and have an ending instead of just letting the concept just play out. Just I think the challenge with a video is it's not rocket science. You're not trying to invent a new medium, but you are trying to keep it interesting, and you're trying to have sections of it that you haven't seen before. So you feel like if you're going to listen to the music and watch it to the end, that there still has to be things that are happening and developing. I mean, there are great videos that don't have that. They're just eye candy and concepts, and then there's ones that try to tell a whole story. So I think just trying to bring us back and remind us that it's, a place for kids was just kind of fun to reinforce that at the end. For editing, I think you want to keep, editing's musical, you want to keep something that keeps the momentum and it has to have a flow, even when you're not doing something to music, you want to have a great rhythm to it. And but I think in post we wanted to make sure that there was enough material, and again that it's challenging, enhance the experience of the song. That's what you try to do. You hope to do. So people who like it will say, "Oh, that made me turn me on to the song," or "I like the song." People who don't like it will say the video sucks. That's how it goes. And it's all my fault.